For the record. Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price on y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. 8-6 all the hate. I won't get involved today. Got lost in the ball and A's. I'm flipping the bars. I'm flipping the.
Octane.
That's what we wanted. That's what I'm talking about. He don't miss.
Off record deals. Tell him talk to Colin for the quote. All record, off record. I still want the act, not the ghost. For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable.
YouTube, we are back for the second episode of the LAT pre-show in preparation for Major 1, and I am joined by two very handsome gentlemen. 2021 Esports Caster of the Year himself, Miles Ross, and unfortunately, the head coach of the Los Angeles Thieves in JKap. How you guys doing?
You called me handsome to start, so I'll take that over the dagger you tried to throw and follow up.
It was backhanded. Now look, I think the team is already ready, so we're going to do an interview in a second with them, but I want one word from each of you guys, how you feel about Major 1. Just one word to explain it.
Titillated.
Don't even know what that means.
No clue. I was going to say excited, but now I feel like I'm...
No, it's still good. I mean, Wordle's on the mind, so, you know, it's just excited, man. Just excited.
So I went 0 for 2. I don't know what Miles is saying, but I believe the boys are ready. So we're going to go ahead and throw it to them and see how they're feeling going into Major number 1. Hey, y'all are ready already. Hey, you guys actually dressed appropriately today.
And you didn't.
I was about to say.
I got the same thing on that your two teammates do, so don't
stand
cap.
up. Stand up.
No, thank you. I'm not wearing any pants in case you guys are wondering.
No pants.
Hey.
But okay, I want to know how you guys are feeling heading into Major 1. You obviously ended the qualifiers 4-1, got smoked by FaZe first series of the qualifiers, but yeah, I got to keep them on their toes. But besides that, you guys look good. I think you're the most dominant hardpoint team in the game. So how are you feeling, and are you prepared? Because there's a lot on the line.
Thanks, Ian.
I was building that climax. Somebody answer me, please. Thank you.
I'll answer. I think at this moment we're probably our most confident we've been. Well, our LAT has been since they've been in the league. I think we're preparing really well. I think our S&D and control has actually gotten really, really good. I feel like the past few scrims we've had, our control has been pretty dominant, honestly. So, I mean, we're preparing really well. We know who we're playing. We know they're a tough opponent, but looking to, come in and hopefully dominate.
Okay.
It helps that we went 4-1 too, just because of like coin tosses and stuff, seeding. We get to pick what control we want to play at the major, which is huge.
I like that.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. Can I talk about Search?
Yeah. Please
it's a little fitty right now. I mean, look, it's sometimes good, sometimes it's hideous. How you guys feeling about Search in the game? Is there anything you're working on coming in the major? Anything specific?
I would say we worked on just like winning the rounds we're supposed to. I feel like that goes without saying. Like, we get a lot of first bloods, actually. I think we're the worst in the league in 4v3 situations. So,
it's a bad stat.
That's basically worse. That's basically the worst.
Stay up
There's
and
someone
get
out there
picks.
worse. I don't know who it is, but
If we were last, we would have
11.
had an issue, but we're 11, so I think we're...
Yeah, I'm cool with 11. 12 would be a disaster.
Yeah, I think that's like the first small goal that we need to fix. I think we've been doing really well at like just working together in general and getting our team cam and everything down like we do in Hardpoint into our search.
Please, because y'all are looking like me out there right now at S&D, and that is not a good sign.
We know.
But I'm glad you guys are confident because we've talked about this multiple times. This is the best that LAT has looked since they've been in the league. Well, since I was on the team, obviously.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about some other teams because I was actually a huge favorite of Sam's old team, the Seattle Surge. Who would have thought they'd drop him on his neck, and they looked dominant in the beginning of the game. The last week of the qualifiers, though, they went 0-2. Sib and Pred didn't play that hot, and they were like the superstars on the team. Are you guys expecting them to bounce back? Like, is this just a little slump, or are they regressing because they were so far ahead of majority of the rest of the league early on?
I guess I'll probably talk about it.
Of course, Sam wants to talk about it.
The alma mater, dude. I I think this is the first like real trial that Sib and Pred have as professionals. So now that they've lost a couple of games, depending how they handle the situation, I think is going to be huge for Major 1. I know Sib, the way he tweets and how he is, I think he's going to try to take it in stride. I don't know much about Pred, but how they take these couple of losses going into the major is definitely going to determine how they ended up performing. I don't know who they play or what their bracket looks like, but
Isn't it
the
OpTic?
team is
They
pretty
got
much
OpTic round 1.
OpTic then.
OpTic phase.
They're chalk.
I mean, if they play how they have been, I think OpTic wins that pretty handily. But this team is entirely dependent on Sib and Pred, so I think if they're underperforming, they just lose.
Okay.
I'm with that. We were talking about this just before the show started. With like Pred has won literally everything he's been a part of for like a year now. Now that you get hit by a loss, seeing a team like that rebound, that is the only part that I'm interested in. Like their performances, whatever, but the rebound after getting beat twice like that, and then in the major, first round OpTic, second round definitely phase.
That's a tough match.
Like
yeah.
that is
That's a
the,
tough
they're
match.
going through the grinder right off the rip.
Well, look, I have a good question for Cap, and this is a positive thing. It's a positive thing. You were not the first coach to make a team change this year. Congrats. Let's give a round of applause. Hey, you guys all made it past the first round. Okay, congrats.
Thank you. Don't get too happy.
So, double-ended question. I want your guys' opinion on that move with NYSL, you included, Cap. But also, I want to know who's the first to get dropped from LAT.
Ooh.
Damn.
I'm just kidding.
It's cutthroat.
But so how do you guys feel? Like, was that the right move? Because, I mean, dude, that was quicker than you.
Yeah, that was quick. The rules.
That's what you said.
I'm a big believer in esports, sports as a whole even, but that when you have a new team, you'll see glimpses of their potential early on. Like, you're not going to be the best right away, but you'll see glimpses of it. You know, you'll have a good day where like, yo, we can compete with the best. And I mean, if New York wasn't seeing that, make a change. Yeah, I mean, if the goal is to win, and you're not seeing any glimpses that says, hey, we could win, then I mean, yeah, you probably gotta make a change and keep moving. I don't know.
Of course, Cap's in favor of the roster change. I can't.
Yeah, you would be too. You would have made a lot more moves on Seattle in past years if you could have, baby.
But so for the squad, do you guys think making the move with Neptune was the correct answer? Or because I personally think Crim and Clay can't play together in this game. Like, do you think they had to make a move, obviously? Yeah, you don't have to roast Crim and Clay, obviously, but like, I don't know if Neptune was the answer there.
I don't think that they have shown anything since their change to prove that he was. So I think that was the wrong move.
And I don't know if Royalty was the right person to like.
Like him and Nep are the same. Like
Yeah, him and Nep are the
Super
same.
aggressive.
Maybe it was a culture thing, but I don't know.
It has to be a culture thing, right? It's got to be. It's got to be something that's happened out of the game because, yeah, like the results aren't any different, and you know that. I will wish them the best of luck, but like it's not been great so far.
Definitely a team environment issue, I would say. But I think the boys have to go. Good luck. I'm rooting for you. Please, I got my fingers crossed. Don't get first rounded, okay?
Sounds good.
What?
I'm kidding. I got to keep y'all level-headed. No, seriously,
faith,
you
bro.
guys look great. I'm excited, and I hope you guys can win Major 1. Cap, you're staying with us. But, guys, good luck. We'll be watching. Bye.
Thanks, Ugly.
Good luck in scrims.
It was creeping me out. They were just staring at me. So, on the topic of other teams, I think it's important to bring up the bracket. Because, in my opinion, this is probably the toughest round 1 matchups that we've seen in a very long time.
I agree, man.
There isn't any series where I think one team is going to get dominated. Like, I think in every series, it has the potential to go Game 5. I truly do.
I am with you there, dude. Like, it's exciting to see this come through. I mean, there was a lot of talk with the community, like when we first announced the format for the CDL, and everyone was like, "Nah, we want every team there. We want every team to be at every major." So now everything's changed.
Which
It's a
you
4-day
should, by the
event.
way.
Which we should.
You
Hey,
should.
that's not up to me, brother. Like,
It should be.
it should. Yes, it should. I know the right people are listening.
2021 Esports Caster of the Year. I don't even know. Chairman, commissioner of the CDL.
I'm here for it.
But
I
for
support it.
real though, like looking at the bracket and looking at the way everything's panning out, it is going to be a disgusting event. Like the first major is going to be a big one. I know like everyone's pumped, excited about it, but the round every single game on that Thursday, is insane. Like, obviously, you guys have Ultra round 1.
The
That's
toughest
gonna be,
matchup, probably. I think that's going to be the most
It's
competitive.
going to be a crazy match.
I love my boys on Boston. I think FaZe wins that one.
Yep.
Pretty soon. I think the other 3 matchups, though, are pretty even.
OpTic
It's gonna
Surge.
be, going to be great series. All the other 3 matchups I'm looking forward to. Obviously our own, but just watching the others, from the outside point of view, is still fun when it's a close series.
Yeah, but like right after it, round 1, FaZe Breach, and then we have OpTic Surge, we have Ravens versus Gorillas, and we have Thieves Ultra. Like, that is a crazy day 1. And obviously after that it only gets better, but like, I don't know, I think every game is going to be a 5. Well, maybe not every game, but like, it's going to be very, very competitive.
The thing that I'm looking forward to, too, with just looking at the bracket, obviously you have, it's from top to bottom, it's going to be tough. But if all goes well, it'll be LAT. Well, not all goes well. There's a potential matchup, LAT versus LAG.
Round 2, baby.
Slasher and Hugh coming for blood revenge. Cap dropped them on their neck.
Yeah.
And they might have something to prove.
Do you talk to him? Do you talk to him?
I have not talked to them. I don't think those two.
Slasher said Cap's backstabbed him far too many times. He's done.
Did he say that? Do you?
Yeah, he said it. Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Did he really?
I haven't talked to him. I've heard. I could assume that they don't really like me at the moment, which is fair.
You think you know somebody?
It's
guy,
a tough.
Guy won a world championship with Slasher and then dropped him on his neck.
It's not easy. It's not fun. People think these roster moves last year are fun. It just comes down to the fact that, hey, if I'm watching this team play every day and no joke, the thing last year that I would just evaluate our team by, every time we made a move, we played FaZe and got body slammed. Like, absolutely body slammed. I'm just like, bro, if we can't even, like, have a close map.
Be competitive in any aspect, yeah.
Like, then we're not going to win, like, in a month from now. We're not going to win down the road with this team we got. That's why the moves kept happening, and it's whatever. But
it's the nature of the beast.
Yeah.
It's people were giving you crap, but
the memes are good, though.
You
memes are great.
I'm surprised the memes are still as funny as they are to everyone, but I guess when you're the target of it, it's a little different.
I was
a little
laughing
different
when
point of
Andrew
view.
put that in there that you indeed did not make the first roster move. So I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you.
You're improving. But I saw your tweet. You made a tweet a couple days ago, like about roster moves. I think it was it about?
It was the idea stemmed from the Hunter T Valorant situation, and it's kind of what I've just been saying on here now. But I think it applies to everything. Like, when you're not seeing that potential, the team's not going to magically come out with it. Yeah, they're not going to magically become a superstar team 6 months down the road if you don't see any signs of potential early.
No, I agree. I was always annoyed last year because obviously I'm trying to gas up LAT and people are like, they're horrible. Cap's the worst coach ever, but because you got a lot of heat, and people don't realize that the lifespan of just a person's career in esports in general is way shorter than like a professional sport, right? When you look at like the NBA, NFL, the average career is 2-3 years.
Yeah.
In esports, it doesn't matter if it's Call of Duty, Valorant, whatever. When you have that opportunity to kind of make a name for yourself, you have like a couple of months max.
Yeah.
Like, realistically, like if you get your opportunity and you're not performing well, you're underperforming, that's it. Because you can't wait a whole year and like try and build this up. Everyone wants to win now, and that goes into why I was annoyed for you is because like you clearly were trying to make the best possible roster to win. You guys aren't trying to get top 4. Like, I would rather
absolutely.
I would rather make a ton of moves, a shit ton of moves to win than get like 5th, 6th every event and keep the same roster.
That's part of what I tweeted too, is when every team has different goals. There's some teams out there whose goal is like, get top 4, top 6, develop some talent. Well, not every team's in a position to win. Not every team's in a position to win. That's just the reality of any competition, sports, esports, whatever. So some teams are looking for top 4, top 6, develop some talent for the future. Here at LA Thieves, the goal has been very clear, an organization of this prestige, your guys' success in Black Ops 4 when you guys were first in Call of Duty, like, the goal is to win in everything they do. 100 Thieves wants to win. So, like, that's what the goal was last year. That's why it went the way it did.
You must have been cheesing the kickoff though when you saw the guys play for that first
Oh.
time. It was all right. We were all gassed.
He was sweating. His palms were. He was like, "I'm about to have to drop somebody if we get smoked."
Watching is stressful compared to playing. Watching Call of Duty,
way worse.
I can't stand it sometimes because I just have no control once
Once it
game's
starts,
going. Once
yeah.
the game's going, I'm just sitting backstage watching, hoping we make the same consistent plays we've been practicing. But sometimes it doesn't happen that way in matches.
Yeah. No one. I don't think anyone envies the job of being a coach.
Yeah.
And if they do,
That's why I couldn't do it.
Give it a go.
I'd
See how
go.
you fare. But I was thinking about that as well. Like what you were talking about, players' careers. You don't get to pull your name out of the mud. It's really hard to do that. I mean, think of how many players in COD history have actually been able to turn around what has been like a bad season for them, or like a bad year.
One of them sitting right
That's
next to you.
Whoa, it's cold in here, by the way. It is ice cold. But like, I was gonna say, like Envoy, man, he was a guy that actually managed to turn it around. He was accused of being what, like a keyboarder?
He wasn't accused.
I mean, he was a
Oh,
keyboard.
yeah, he
but
was
he's
for
straight up.
sure.
He'll
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can go
Like,
walk in the room. He'll tell
dude,
you.
his story. I remember his story at the start of BO4 when he came out and he was like, "That's what I did, and I'm this guy now, and I'm trying to turn around. Look at him now. He's disgusting.
One of the
He's
best
had a-
players in
He's
Call
had
of
a
Duty right now.
great few seasons, man. He's had an incredible run and a beautiful career ahead of him. He's very a rarity in this industry to actually pull himself out of the mud and get things going. So it's tough.
The other thing too
Don't
is
fuck it up.
you mentioned the sports example where like the 3-year career in NFL, NBA, but like when you perform bad, like you still just go to the bench. You don't usually get cut right away.
Yeah.
Oh,
in
it's
esports, I mean,
cutthroat,
maybe
yeah.
you go to the bench, but like you don't get playing time on the bench. You know,
Yeah.
in other sports, you still get playing time. So like,
Especially in Call of Duty because there's not like
yeah,
a legitimate challenger scene yet, which we obviously need.
I worked on it. They're working.
Yeah,
on it.
no, yeah, it takes time, obviously, to build it up. It's not going to be great. Rome wasn't built in a day, you know. I mean, it could have been. It could have been if I was doing.
if Miles was
but
running the league, like we said.
Oh,
commissioner of the CDL also built Rome in one
Caster of the
day.
year.
day.
Fun fact.
Does it all.
what can't he do? I
But-
drove myself here.
So,
No Uber? That's incredible,
That's what I'm talking
man.
about.
How do you do it?
How does he do it?
Miles, this is a question I have for you, just because normally I do these things with like Nade or Mud Dog. And finally, I have someone that I generally enjoy being around. What are your thoughts on the state of COD right now? I know you were telling me before this that you've been grinding a good bit of ranked play.
Oh, yeah,
which
man.
It's great that they finally added it.
Woo! We did it.
Well, yeah, I wasn't
Hey.
going to get as hype as you because there are some issues, some
like-
bugs, but at least they
God, yeah.
finally
10 years in the making. Been begging for 10 years.
look.
Been
Matt's
begging.
not on. He's not here, bro. I'm not going to be negative. We're strictly
Oh, my
positive.
bad.
They got.
I tried to
it's
fill
here.
that role.
I don't know how much I can
Matt,
say.
I was looking
Hey,
out for
my
you. Try to
boss-
fill that role.
Well, our boss, not your boss, said it best. Better late than never.
I'm with that. I'm
That's
with
working,
that.
Again,
Drizzy.
I don't know
So
who-
at least they have it. But how do you feel about the state of COD, ranked play, the CDL, just whatever? Just give me everything.
all right. So I don't know how much I can say because I know some ish, right?
Oh my God.
About
Say it all, please.
I'm not gonna.
please.
No. I'm
The
not gonna.
producers
no,
are
no,
they're,
no,
they're
no, no.
begging, please.
What I will say, like and you guys know this better than I do. You've been around the COD scene longer than I have. Like I only came in BO3. That was when I started. Like halfway through stage 2. Every year it feels the same. Every year it's like we get these promises. Like every game's like potential.
Oh.
It's gonna be this year. It's gonna be we're gonna blow up. Every single year it feels like that, and it has felt like that since we got in the CDL. We've finally got this like dev integration with part of the Activision.
That is that
beast.
is really cool.
That's
That
a
is
big
really
change.
dope.
So that was like the biggest milestone for us. Now, the talks of like we're gonna get a game for more than 1 year, and Treyarch already tweeting about it and talking about it. Like
That's next
we've-
year's game, right?
That's next year's game.
It'll
yeah.
be 2 years.
And the idea that like I don't know where like this all settles now, but like the idea that we have a game for more than 1 year and we can spend and the devs can spend more than a year cramming to push out a game, maps, modes, everything, game engine, everything.
Well, don't they normally have more than 1 year, or no?
They normally do.
But like now
But
you've
then
got
it's gotten messed up. When did it get messed up?
it got messed up. I think it got messed up
'cause it's
around
3.
Warzone.
It was 3 as of World War II because that was the last Sledgehammer game.
But and my point is like for the
whatever.
first time ever, we've got a roadmap where they can go right. We have 2 years to make a game.
Mm-hmm.
2 years. We've never seen a COD. We will never see. We may never see a COD as polished coming out as like the next few.
God,
which I'm
I
excited
hope
about.
so.
But also like again, when I think about like a life cycle of a game, we didn't get a big change to control in Cold War until what halfway through. You know when they changed the tick progression, adding
Yeah.
towards like who gets defense. Stuff? Those are really big game changing moments, in my opinion. We should be getting that. That should come out the gates now. That sort of thing.
That's the thing that's frustrating. It's control right now. We got rid of that.
TDM.
Why did we get rid of that? Why did we get
Well,
it last year and then come into this year? Like,
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
maybe you know some things.
Cap. I'm
Listen,
kidding. No, you're being honest.
Because you said you've been here since 2016 and it always feels like these promises.
Oh yeah. And the
I've
same
been
with
in the
ranked,
COD
same with
scene since 2011 and been dealing with those things. I met with
know.
David Ronhart in 2011.
But what my
And
point
I
is,
started this cycle of
Yeah,
hearing these promises. So I'm very skeptical, but
We should always be skeptical about it, but I think right now we're in a good spot. I think like as far as the game's going, I don't know what to expect out of the next one. Obviously, if people are fans of MW, I personally wasn't a huge fan of MW.
Same.
That's it. I think.
As you know, it is. But the fact that we have it for 2 years, man. I mean, I'm a little worried about we get to the end of the first year, crown a champion, and then it's like, wait, we run it back? That's going to be weird.
I love that, though.
That's going to be weird.
So it's going to be weird, but I wish Call of Duty could always like have multiple years in each title's lifespan, just because people don't understand that Call of Duty is in a league of its own when it comes to the competitive level, the esports level, right? When you look at like Valorant, when you look at League, Counter-Strike, Halo, you get multiple years. In COD, these pros they get to master the game in 7 months? Like that's
7, 8
a
months.
lifespan. Where you're going to have teams that understand it the most, but no one truly masters it.
Yeah.
But so like, for my personal experience with Halo, right, it'd be on the circuit for like 3 years. The game that you were playing in the first year compared to the last is completely different.
I'm
So
sure.
like, I'm excited for that because we'll be able to see how the game changes from month to month, but also they can switch the meta. Like if they're on top of it and they're doing what they need to be doing, you know, they can buff and nerf certain guns. They can add maps, or they can, you know, do whatever, which essentially makes the game different, but it's the same game.
With COD, you need the good core feel. Like you said, you weren't the biggest fan of MW. I wasn't either.
But it was a good. If the game felt good,
the public loved it. But I'm just saying, like from a competitive point of view, the feel of the guns, the time to kill, the movement, all has to be smooth, because that's not stuff that's going to be changed.
You can't change that yet.
You have to get the bone. The bone's got to be great, and then everything else, since you have 2 years, if you stay on top of it.
I also think you need good maps.
Think?
You can always add good maps.
They got me playing.
In theory, you can always add good maps.
Search and destroy. I can't see
But
a damn thing.
That's like number one for I think any competitive game. If you don't have good maps, the game very limited.
But and that's the thing. Like I the idea that we have it for 2 years. Think of the map set in year 1 is going to look different to year 2 for sure.
You hope so.
You hope so.
I would
And I'm
think.
being my thing is to go back to your question. I'm hopeful for the year. I'm hopeful for the time we get to spend with the game and the time the devs get to spend with the game. Everything's going to be different. And I just think this is the very first time it's ever happening. They're talking about like, you know, a true revamp. I'm with it.
Yeah,
I wonder if the devs
hopeful.
are excited for that.
I like the
I
idea.
think they are,
of it.
man. I think they're excited for time off as well. Maybe I don't know. Like we'd have to like cram a game.
They
in
got
a year.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know what their schedule looks
It must
like.
be
I could imagine
hard.
it's hectic.
not as bad as ours, though.
Come
on.
Especially
Not
up
as
until
bad
the
as
release. It's got to be hectic for them.
Yeah, it must be insane, man. I mean, I talked to a few devs now, like Lawrence Metten, obviously the guy who's tweeting about rank play all the time. I talked to him a little bit, and I'm just like, "How you doing?" And he's like, "But he's good." Like,
Guy's barely breathing. He's
Yeah. Stress.
But like, it's hard, man. It's hard to make a game. Like, I mean, anyone who's ever tried to build anything, it's like, you know,
Well,
it's
talking about. Sorry, I did not mean to cut you off, Moss.
I'm just shouting the word
Oh,
stressful.
okay. Talking about rank though. What rank are you in Vanguard?
I don't want to talk about it too much.
Specialist
But
3.
no, bro, no, I'm an elite, but like it has been a grind. I had one bad placement game, one like dog shit placement game, but in S&D, I was struggling a little bit. That tanked my placement so bad.
What are you, Cap?
Unranked.
You're working though. It's different. It's different. You're working.
I get done.
I'm challengers.
I get done with
course.
scrims
You
every day.
challengers?
I'm different. Of course, I'm challengers.
We get done with scrims every day. I go home, and after watching the Vanguard minimap for 5-6 hours, you know, it's just like
That's
when,
fair.
when I'm gaming,
Yeah, that's
You don't want to
I
take
don't
your
want
work home.
to. I
with
don't
you.
want to. You know, don't want to hop in the ranked as often. The few games I did play though, I did get carried by my players. That was kind of lit.
Yeah, but that would be good though.
That was
That'd
kinda
be
lit.
really good. I haven't come across any pros in ranked yet. I know you have though.
Oh, we saw the clip.
Look,
Ken was
I've went
lighting
up-
your body up.
Look, YouTube. If you're out there, it don't matter if you're watching, you're listening. I went up against Kenny and Drazah. Okay, 3 times so far. Currently 1-2, not out of the series yet, but I got matched up with them twice when I had absolute scrubs on my team. The
Wait,
one
I thought
time-
you had a 4-stack. Only the one time?
only the one time.
Oh, okay.
Body to me and Dylan Envoy 2v5 Ken and Drazah.
Oh.
For the win.
God, I need a
For the
clip of
win.
that.
It don't matter.
I need the footage.
I will always have the ice. That's why I'm in challengers in ranked play. But
Ian was known for his search and destroy ice.
was always known for my S&D prowess.
Yeah.
1v2 situation. Who do you want Enable. Every time.
Only my mom said that, but she'd be in the chat like, let's go enable. She'd be like, he got one kill. He wins these. But I will say, okay, please, thank you. Ranked is like, it has got me involved in Vanguard because I played in the beginning and then I stopped playing. I literally couldn't deal with the maps and just how it felt. But Ranked has me grinding again. I know you agree with me.
Yeah.
Obviously, you work on Vanguard.
That's different.
So, yeah.
Dude, I played Vanguard when it first dropped. I played GBs. I was having some fun. Again, fresh game.
Yeah, for like 72 hours, it was a blast.
A blast. And then after that, I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to watch, play a bit of Halo. I'm gonna talk to the pros. That's my plan from here on out. Ranked has literally brought me back. And it was weird. I was saying this to Chance. I was like, you know, it feels like the year's just started. Because we got ranked and we've got, you know, the league.
Well, you would think it should have been in the game.
Yeah, but this year has been an anomaly for all sorts of reasons. But like when ranked hit, and I've seen the Reddit talking about this, so I'm on the comp Reddit all the time, man. You people are insane.
I'll admit it.
But like, there's a lot of good sentiment about it. Obviously, all the bugs, all the people quitting. I tweeted about it. I was like, if you quit 3 games in a row, you should legit lose 1,000 SR on the dot right then and there. And
That'd be lit. Yeah.
some kid tweeted me, he's like, but what if I don't have 1,000? I'm like, well, you're in the red then. Well, like you're in debt.
Now you owe the bank.
You're actually in last place in the entire leaderboard.
Yeah, now you got to do community service. You have to put your microphone in. You have to be a good teammate for at least 72 hours at least.
I would love that. I mean, there are bugs. I also wish that they would go back to World War II with how they have like the map, like you know how.
Oh, you can pick them back. Like
you would get like 3 options. It'd be like
BO4 did that, yeah.
Blah blah blah, hardpoint, blah blah blah, S&D or like other. It's
random.
Like random.
Yeah.
Just because, dude, if I get one more Desert Siege S&D, dude, it's like it's over. I will not play again. I can't see anything on that map.
The map doesn't even play bad at a competitive level, but for the casual people who like don't play every day, like I watch our team play like almost every day. People who don't play every day, the map just has such awkward like lines of sight and like I don't know. It does not seem very fun for someone just trying to have fun.
But I'm glad there is a ranked play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think it's been out long enough to really
it's a beta.
But like cuz it's supposed to be like World War II's, right? Like a copy and paste almost. Or like World War II / Cold War.
Yeah, I think so.
With the ladder and everything.
I think so. Yeah.
But I love it for the fact that if it is good, we don't know because it needs to have more time. I think there is the potential to see like up and coming young players.
Hell yeah.
You know, like in all the other games that have a really good foundation in ranked, right? League Legends, Valorant. There's these like cracked ass little kids, and if you get high enough, they're gonna be playing against the pros or like challenger players, consistently, and it gives them something to work for to like motivate them. Like, do you think? I guess it gets me to my question is, could we potentially see this year? That might be a little aggressive, but see in the future, see someone come from practically out of nowhere. Be like at the top of ranked leaderboard. Obviously, everyone's going to think they're cheating. Which, by the way, there are cheaters in ranked play, which needs to get handled. But
you can probably tell pretty easily though who's good and who's cheating.
You can. But do you think that we'll see a young kid get recognized and get an opportunity?
100%. World War II, Abizi had
2 accounts.
He was
but did he get recognized through? Didn't we know Abizi as an S&D kid before? I mean, like coming out of nowhere.
Coming out of nowhere will be tough.
Dude, I was lit.
Yeah, we need that edited. Explosion. But
no, I think you're right.
Abizi didn't come out of nowhere per se, but like he was on like top 16 teams, definitely not like making a true name for himself at competitive level. Had 2 accounts in the top 5, then the next year
That's fair.
4. I mean, the story from there for Abizi tells itself. If y'all follow.
My sort of like dream with that is like you can. In my head, I'm like, if you're a top 250 player, you got to be in challenges anyway.
Yeah.
Like surely. Mm-hmm. But like my dream for like the future of Comp COD is that like challenges, even the pro scene, is built into the game, so you can enter a tournament through the game menu. That is my dream.
That would be dope.
You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, so if there's like a Challenges Cup coming up, you enter your team through the game. It's all integrated with game battles, whatever the shit.
We had.
But like truly, like I'm talking like payouts, everything, your coaches, that is all built into the game.
You're getting paid in COD coins. I'd be
I get paid in COD
coins.
That was a World War II. We had like
Like,
2Ks in the game. It
yeah.
was something like that. Not to
Yeah.
the extent you're hoping
But
for.
I would love
agree,
that.
that'd be
I would love to see that like
fantastic.
truly built in, man.
Yeah, that'd
because
be-
that way it's like the amount of people that come to me like, how do I get in a pro? How do I get in a pro card?
The ease of
How do I do
access
this?
is so
I'm like,
easy for
that.
everyone.
I want the front door to be in the game, and if it is in the game, I think we immediately like that changes the way everything goes. The amount of people that come to me in league play and like I'm beating them and they're like, you're gonna be calling my name one day, and I'm like, no, if I'm beating you, kid. Like,
I got arthritis in both hands.
Yeah,
You
not if-
can't beat
Don't
me,
drop
you
out of
got
school,
no
baby.
shot.
Just saying in school.
whatever you do, like if I'm whooping you, that you ain't making it. But there will be kids out there that will find it through rank.
dude.
But I swear, man, that is if you can eliminate that ease of access to get everyone in the front door.
That's what I mean. The potential is limitless. Like especially with having 2 years next year. Like
Yeah.
obviously they have to have rank play out in the beginning.
I think that's the plan.
but, like,
I don't know if I can say that, but rank play should be here forever now.
Well, yeah.
Fuck it, I've said it.
Yeah, well,
I would hope
I don't
so.
know if that's a hot take. But
No,
like,
it should be.
I just feel like it helps Call of Duty and the ecosystem so much. Like
Yeah.
if you basically the challenger scene still needs to improve. We all know that. Everyone knows that. But I feel like motivation from the young kids that want to be professional Call of Duty players is at an all-time low because of not only challengers, but just how the format is in general. Where I feel like we can make it so it's like you go from being unknown to top of the ranked.
Yeah.
Like top 250, right? And then you work your way in the challengers. And you know what I mean? Like and it can give them something to work for, and you could do so many different things to like I guess give them a fair opportunity and like keep them hooked in Call of Duty. Because right now I feel like most players, most young kids, they're like, I'm just wasting my time. Like there's no shot because there's all 12 teams in the league don't even have challengers. I mean, we finally got a rank play, but we didn't even have a rank play. Like, you're not catching me at 18 playing GBs in my boxers. There's just no shot.
The up and coming kids will be playing challengers, and it's just like, even if you're winning every challengers tournament, it's still not as much like recognition as you hope it is. It's just not.
Yeah, no, that's facts.
It's just not getting the attention it needs to get for it to be this true pathway to pros.
There's so much in this. Like,
But
there's so much.
Ranked just being in the game, and everyone who hops on Call of Duty can just see a leaderboard. If they see a name up in there in the top 20 they don't recognize, it's like, okay.
Dude, everyone plays for that.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm
Yeah.
playing Vanguard, so I can hop on and be higher than Kenny and Octane and be like, y'all suck.
Those virtual points in a rank system, like
It means
they
a lot
may
more.
they may
You
not
hook.
mean nothing like in the big picture, but like to everyone who's competitive, like
It means everything.
You,
Yeah,
you
it means
love
everything.
those
Yeah, it
points,
means
bro.
everything.
That's why those kids are all F4 and just before the game ends.
Yeah.
You suck.
That's why you're raging when you
suck.
you win one game, you get 10, you lose next, you lose 50. It's like, well, it's not
Yeah.
fair. That's because those points mean a lot.
Yep.
It's tough to get them back.
So, Cap, everyone knows you're the Tim Duncan of Call of Duty, Mr. Fundamentals, right?
Thank
Cap
you.
knows what it takes because he's never really had the skill to be at the top level, but his
that
brain
right?
work was always ahead of the game. He was always making the right move. So talking about rank
take that.
and the challenger scene, for a young kid, an aspiring Call of Duty professional, what is some advice you would give them just even in something as rank play? I know it's the beta right now. And please make sure at least somewhere in this advice, it's do not all F4 and quit out to save your points. 'cause
Okay.
that pisses me off.
Well, I'll start with do not all F4 and quit out, or
So
you will
smart.
piss enable
He's
off.
so smart.
And you don't want to piss enable
You
off.
piss me off. I'm the gatekeeper.
Ian never gets angry.
Never
He's
get
not
the
scary.
gatekeeper.
Ian's not intimidated at all. Actually, do whatever you want. do whatever the hell you want. But seriously, if you're trying to make a name for yourself in Call of Duty, rank play is a great way to start. Now that's in the game, especially when the leaderboard's out. But like it goes beyond just playing the game and like getting a lot of kills. Because like if you get a lot of kills but they're useless, it's gonna have almost the opposite effect where the pro players you're playing against, you'll be like, this kid is not really getting it, not really helping his team. You gotta. I don't know the best way to do this in a rank system, but you gotta like learn how to play the game
How to win.
to how to win, make it easier on your teammates while picking up kills. And honestly, part of that you're probably gonna have to have a challengers team and compete at that level at the same time, but. Definitely grind rank. That's a great way to get your name out there as a start. Maybe to find a challenge team, start there. And honestly, if you plug your mic in game chat and call out, it probably
That's a start.
goes a long way to being a good teammate and winning.
And
That's my thing.
don't curse, especially if you sound like you're 13. Thank you.
Dude, that's my thing as well. It's like use rank play as a means to start teaching yourself good habits as a,
Yeah.
as a player.
I just had a genius
Communicate.
idea.
Don't be a piece of shit, and like get used to playing with different players. Because as
Yeah.
a pro, like you're gonna get dropped. Even as an AM, like you're gonna get dropped, move to different teams, get used to playing with different players.
You know what COD needs? What the rank play needs? I'm a genius. I probably shouldn't even say this because I feel like I can make this a thing and like
This
get
could be a
paid for it.
billion dollar idea.
Well, I would say billion, maybe $1 million idea.
Okay.
But I don't know if you guys played other games like Vanguard or CS:GO.
I
Like
played
before.
Vanguard, yeah.
So there's this website.
He doesn't know what he just said.
It sounded all like beans and toast in my ears. But so there was this website, right, when I was grinding Valorant, where it's like tips and tricks, and it would kind of separate them at the beginner, intermediate, expert level. But like, imagine in the interface, right next to rank play, you can, or if there was a website, doesn't matter. But you can like click on Bocage hardpoint, and it'll come up with like rotations, like where you should ideally rotate, like how to correctly hold the hill or angles. Just basically, the tips aren't crazy, but you know,
it's enough to get you going.
Like nade spots, you know, to break a hill. You can break this nade, like whatever the case may be. But it would help not only people who are diehard competitive COD fans that are playing that maybe just don't get it, but the new players, maybe more casual, improve at a quicker rate. And like maybe find their passion from it.
Maybe the league should make videos about that sort of thing. That'd be kind of
No,
cool.
but not videos. No one does, because look, they had Nameless trying to tell me
Videos
how to
are
rotate.
long,
Like, okay,
yeah.
I'm not listening.
We need pictures, bro. We need pictures over a mini map. Here's your triangle. Look here.
Look, I got Jeremy Study trying to tell me how to angle myself. Like,
wait,
Jay's my guy, but there should be like, dude, I don't know the website's name.
You just reminded me though, for upcoming Call of Duty players. I don't know if I can curse in this show.
I've done it.
But throw your fucking tacticals.
Oh my god!
If you do not throw your fucking, if you do not throw your tacticals,
we say that every
just
game.
don't even play the game, because
we say that every life on both guys. We're like nasal stuns, nasal stuns.
Yes,
if you die with it in your pockets, you wasted that.
Yes, I get so mad at my players when specifically we're trying to break a hill and we're just like trying to gun them off headies. Like, why? Why are you doing that? You can stun them or nade them.
There's
no trophies.
That's my. I don't
no
need
trophies
bumpers.
in the games.
I don't need no
There's
bumpers.
nothing stopping your nades or stuns.
They need to do that though. I don't know who you need to reach out to, Miles, but you need to tell.
What, get a trophy in this game?
No. Oh, yes.
That's
I don't know if a trophy's good for this game.
I truly think there should be some sort of tips and tricks in the game, in the UI.
Like when you load into a map, it's like
no.
15 seconds before a hardpoint. Don't forget to rotate to the next one, you bitch.
It's like, well, I don't know which one the next one is. Like there should be like a separate page for it.
Well, we got that built into Codcaster where, you know, like 10 seconds out, you see the little it appears on the minimap. It even appears in game now.
Yeah, it appears in game.
Yeah, but you remember like
what does
where the next hill is.
Hardpoint.
I think it could be nice to see it earlier than 10, maybe like a little 15, 20 warning. Hey, next hill's this way.
Let's go,
10 seconds, boy. I'm already
late. You need 30 seconds to get across Berlin, right?
Yeah, 10 is sometimes late.
Yeah,
especially in this
game, it's late.
There's a lot of potential.
I like it though. I like it.
I don't want to say it's reignited my flame by any means.
He's coming back. Heard it here first.
Hey, Cap told me whoever gets smoked at Major
One is not on my team. Not on my team. No. Roster moves are never out of question, but not for Enable.
We won was because I got 2 banners out there. I got costed. Would have had a ring 2 on a pinky.
What happened game 5? Tell him.
Had 18 kills game 5, bro, versus United. My S&D superstars.
The number gets higher every time he tells it.
You know what's crazy? I tell this story all the time. It's the funniest story ever, though.
Number gets higher every time,
I used to get absolutely cooked, bro, day in and day out. You know, Cap.
I was
by one of your favorite teammates, Slasher. The whole team, you know. Because I was Mr. Do It All. I was the glue man. I was the glue man.
Yeah.
You know, they had me running the shitty role. You know, I was Vision Pulse, Saw, Trophy, Smoke, whatever.
You were getting,
I'm out here, I'm rotation man, roto man, hold man, Mr. Do It All man. Never got the respect I deserve, right? But I used to get cooked day and down practice, especially in S&D. Okay, I wasn't the greatest. Wasn't the worst, but I wasn't
except for in your mom's eyes, of course.
Well, yeah. I
Don't forget that.
I could do nothing wrong in my mom's eyes. But anyways, when the pressure's at its highest, okay, the S&D shit stain, excuse my language, Mom, if you're out there, drops. I think I had 13 or 12.
12.
Actually.
18?
18. I had 18. Map 5 to reset the bracket after we had made this crazy run through loser's bracket, from loser's bracket round 1, which, by the way, I didn't even get no love on that because people are like, Priest got the beatdown, blah, 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 against FaZe. If it wasn't for me, we wouldn't even been in that round. But anyways, and my SD superstars didn't give me nothing. And you know what Slasher said? I love Austin. Love Austin. He was a great teammate. But throughout the whole year, whenever I got shit on, I would say something. He'd be like, dude, I don't want to hear no excuses, man. Like, get better, S&D. Game 5 ends. The confetti's hitting my face. Back-to-back years. I don't have a ring, but I'm there. And I was about to lay into Slasher. Like, you costed me. Like, you talking. And he just goes, man, I was just getting really unlucky that map. I'm sitting there like, no shot. That
How the turntable.
I don't even know how much money was on the line for that S&D. But I was just getting too unlucky. I could
NT.
Sorry, that's
NT.
just I had to get that out,
felt-
man. I've been holding that
You're
in for a
good, bro.
while.
You
I think you've gotten that out a few times. I think I've.
But
heard
it feels better the
I
more
don't know
I
how
get
many
it out.
times. I don't know how
when
many
I
times I've
spread it
heard
to
it.
the masses.
Yeah.
You know?
You a
I don't know how
heathen,
many times
man.
I've heard it on camera, but I've heard the story 27 times.
I tell it a lot when I'm drunk as well. But I'm not. I am completely sober in this video.
That's true. So let's talk about Warzone.
What?
It says right here.
Miles is a man of the culture.
I'm trying to just keep this ship going. Next club played for 2 years. And
Let's
we get a
talk
new Warzone.
about
You
our
wanna talk
best
Warzone?
drunk memories. No, I'm
Oh,
just kidding.
okay. One time
I'm
though,
kidding.
I
We
was in
do
Kuala
Warzone.
Lumpur. Right, one time. No, I'm not going to do that. I was doing the
Have you
Asian
played
COD
Warzone?
champs. Yeah,
What Asian content? Where are we going with this?
I was in South Korea.
This is why they can't have me.
I was
host
in
something, bro.
KL.
I have ADD, bro. I'm all over the
No,
place.
it's good. It's good. It's good.
We're way off.
And you eat beans
We're
and
way
toast
off.
together. So,
These those the chip breakfast.
but I haven't played
champions.
Warzone in a while.
Sounds
We used to
disgusting.
grind it.
Caldera, yeah.
You used to grind
this is
Warzone.
different, man. It's very different. But like, I don't
Died
know
out quick.
I don't know what is going to happen for the next 2 years. I got no intel and nothing. New game engine, Warzone 2. We're going to have it for a long time.
New game engine?
Well, it's kind of a new game engine. That's what the news has been. Is it's all going to be put out on like an updated version of the 2019 MW engine, which I think is kind of cool. Warzone is a cultural phenomenon, whether we like it or not. Whether you love it or not, it is one of the biggest games.
I will say
Why
I'm
not?
kind of
It's
worried.
insane.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried though, because I mean I know what their plan was initially when they made Warzone. They obviously were like, hey, we need to tap into this battle royale audience.
Little
You
did they know.
And yeah,
Create
like
a whole new beast.
it's not a bad thing, but I thought that they thought going into it was just going to kind of complement the competitive side of things, and instead it's kind of like swallowed it whole.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
To a degree, yeah.
well, you know, Miles is still.
I'm on the
That's
inside,
fair,
though.
yeah.
I hear these.
That's fair.
conversations. It's
You
different.
do. But so I'm just worried, and I've truly hope. Wait, before I finish my thought, is the same people that are making Warzone making the actual next COD like the
I
same?
don't think so.
I think there's
It's
different
like-
teams.
Like
Yeah,
different
they're
teams.
different
but-
teams, yeah.
Okay, but I'm just worried that we don't get a polished Call of Duty.
Because
I
of
hope,
Warzone.
yeah, because of Warzone 2, and
I feel you.
it completely swallows the competitive COD side of things up. Because
It's
I mean,
scary.
Warzone is popping, like you
And
said.
it's a
Warzone's-
money maker, baby.
Yeah, I was
It's
saying,
good.
Warzone's got to
Yeah.
be like.
Money makes me twerk.
It's got to
I
be.
know.
It's got to be Activision's priority because it's just so big.
It'd be dumb.
No one
It'd be
expected it to get to
stupid
this
for
point.
them not to prioritize
Yeah,
Warzone.
no, 100%.
So I don't know what I'm assuming it's two different teams working on,
Or at least
Modern
it's-
Warfare 2, upcoming one versus the next
Yeah,
Warzone.
yeah.
But like, I don't know what the size of those teams are, like what their focus is. You know,
I think forever. I mean, I don't think it's the worst thing that happened to Comp COD Warzone, but it's definitely not been a great thing in the eyes of many.
Would you say, Miles, it's helped more than it's hurt it, or no?
I think it's probably hurt a little bit more.
A little bit more?
Yeah. I mean,
I would
just
agree.
based on
Like a
the fact-
60-40?
It's a
in
60-40
favor of
for sure.
Alchie?
Yeah. Because the amount of people that are like, oh, I love Warzone, but they don't quite get. They're not like on board with Comp COD, and they're like, you know, all those conversations about like, oh, these guys, they're so good, they'd beat the pros. No.
Well, I
no,
think-
no, that's not it.
I think casuals like just the battle royale format.
It's
you
easy to
know?
follow.
The 40-year-old
Yeah.
dads, yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's
The
just-
Jimmys and Timmys.
You don't have to get all the kills. You just have to be the last one alive.
10-year-old
to win.
Andes.
So people,
Yeah.
casuals like that, but from like the pro players,
Yeah.
anyone who competes, it's like what makes competition so fun is like me versus you, like
Yeah.
straight up, and that's just not what you get in battle royale. So I don't think there's much of a crossover. There.
I will say that to that point, yeah, like
you
it's
usually
about-
enjoy one or the other. Not, I mean, you can obviously enjoy both, but
I'm trying to enjoy
tougher.
both. I'm really trying to enjoy both. I'm a comp guy at heart. I always will be. But like the way battle royales changed recently with like private lobby games, because watching kill races was just dumb. I was just kill races is ridiculous.
That's
idea.
when we
It's like,
grinded Warzone when it was all kill race tournaments.
That's terrible, man. That's a bad.
Private matches is good.
Private
is
matches
better,
is
yeah.
the best thing to happen. But now, even then, it's like private matches. I think for them to take the next level, they have to now find like rule sets that work. Like, and I've seen guys like Tommy doing this, where like they'll run a private match, no heartbeat sensors, no LMGs, no shotties, blah blah blah.
Good
GAs.
GAs.
There you go.
I
GA
love
stuff.
GAs.
Yeah, GA stuff. So like that's the step we need to take for Warzone to become
Absolutely.
competitive. Because right now, like a BR is not. It's not that competitive. Like some games do it better than others for sure. Warzone, it's like poker, man. It's like you can be really good at poker, but you got them cards. That's what you got. Like good luck.
Sometimes you don't pull a circle.
You
gotta
never
move.
see my poker face though. It
I
don't
think-
matter what I got in my hand.
Some people are really good at that though.
Call
I mean,
No,
like,
it is casual. It's just casual right now.
Call of Duty can never do it with the nature of the game, but I think I got hooked on Apex this offseason, and I think
Whoa,
that,
you can't be talking about other games, Cap.
Oh,
No, I'm kidding.
never mind. I did not get hooked on Apex.
But that's
this
what I'm saying.
offseason.
Some games do it better than others, and I think like we're not going to get a ranked mode in Warzone for a long time. There, that was
That would be dope.
They
I
said
don't
straight
know.
up. They said straight up.
I am on the flip
What did
side.
They said
I think ranked Warzone will be the worst thing to happen in Warzone, and no one will enjoy it.
because everyone's going to be camping harder than they've ever camped before.
or Apex.
Apex plays differently.
Very
Wait,
cool.
that's what I was going to say.
What if you think? Well, that's what he was saying. What if there was like a competitive rule set, right? So like
But
no
it's
claymores,
still
no
like the
heartbeats.
way.
No, you don't know.
I think,
I don't know.
from
I
my
don't know.
point of view, core difference between Warzone and Apex, for instance, is Apex. You're never out of any fight with all the different characters, different abilities. You're never out of any fight. You can be in the middle of open, throw a bubble, whole new fight. Warzone, you get caught in the middle of the field, you're dead. You're dead. You against good people.
Yeah.
You're not gunning them out of windows and head glitches. Like
Mounted
you're just
up,
dead. Yeah,
like
you're
it's
just dead.
Yeah. I think it's going to get there. I think Warzone has definitely got
Hey,
potential.
Warzone 2 might have. Sorry for cutting you off.
That's-
Warzone 2 might have specialists. Is that what you were going to
That'd
say?
be
They could well,
Like-
okay.
like a
yeah,
camo?
I don't know. Maybe
If it could
A
make
little
it
glitch
so you
pop?
can like
FTL maybe.
Wait,
finesse
he just
more?
winked.
No,
He
it
did his
didn't fucking
eyebrows.
do
There's
anything.
probably going to be specialists, bro. That would be lit. That would be lit.
Warzone is in a place now where it is casual as hell, but people love that. It's fun to watch. It's like the personalities are great. The game itself is not competitive.
Yes.
But they're trying to find a way to make that happen. And
I-
kudos to him. Good luck. In my opinion, it ain't it, but it's still fun to watch.
I think ranked Warzone would be a disaster, and people are asking for it. But I think those people asking for it, the big content creators, will be miserable playing it
I
every
agree.
day,
They
all
will be
day, every day.
miserable. Yeah.
I don't think.
Hey,
it
but
has
when
that
that
potential.
but when that wire comes through, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter, baby. But look, I appreciate you guys being here. You guys are crazy because it is match day. It's
Yeah.
a huge match for LAT. I mean, all the teams. It's a big day for them, and you guys have to fly to Texas still.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
I'm
I don't
not
know
on-
why you're in LA with me. I'm not complaining.
Well, I'm on the last match of the day, so I'm good. I got to get a haircut. I got to get ready to go. You know,
I'll be there just in time for the match.
Yeah, I
hopefully
mean-
I'll be there for Vitas.
Caps coaches his team. You know, if they don't perform now, what else could you do?
Yeah,
drop him.
But I want to. That is true. I mean, and Cap's proven that he will do it.
I will.
He will drop anybody.
I can't say it's not possible.
I want to know the predictions, though. I know we talked about the bracket and it being super competitive from top to bottom. We can go from series to series. Obviously, FaZe versus Boston.
Yep.
Cap, go ahead. Give me
3-0
your
FaZe.
Yep.
Well, okay,
I
thanks.
think it's through.
I want a reason
Sorry,
why. Though.
Boston.
Explain it. Like,
FaZe is just FaZe. Boston. I
nice.
like Boston. I think they're a decent team of potential. I don't think, like watching our team scrim them every day, I don't think they play fundamentally sound or consistent enough to keep up with a FaZe.
you don't think they could like?
Maybe sneak out of
Map
search.
five, like
maybe
map
sneak
five?
out of control, especially.
Map
You
two.
know, you get 3 defenses in control. I think it can happen, but I'm going to go 3-0 FaZe.
It's 3-0-3-1 for sure.
3-0-3-1.
Although I'm waiting for Caps to pop back up.
Yeah,
he
no,
loves
it's
ESA, man. He was roaring last time. So I think 3-0-3-1. No disrespect to Breach, but FaZe, there's no weaknesses.
Yeah.
Right? That's their whole
Dude,
game plan.
I'll be
there's no
honest.
weaknesses.
Without diving too much in the FaZe, as an alum, you know what I'm saying?
I'm a FaZe alum. from
Built the foundation over there for those
2014.
cats.
built the foundation.
Dude, the fact that like they didn't look as normal FaZe and Simp was kind of getting fried, like individually speaking,
Mm-hmm.
and they still ended qualifiers 5-0. That's tough.
That is tough.
That's tough
That
for,
is scary.
for every
Yeah.
other team
You know what's
because
funny?
he's starting to like get back into
Yeah.
There's two thought processes. Like, whoa, is Simp falling off? Is this not his year? Or what happens when Simp does hit for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes both ways, but
OpTic and Seattle Surge. Miles, what is it?
I think it's like a 3-1-3-2 OpTic.
Ooh.
Right. I don't think Surge are quite back on the level yet. They've got a lot to prove. They're going to come in well practiced. They're going to come in pissed. But I think OpTic, man, that home crowd advantage.
I think,
and this is like
It's tough to play
no
against
one
that.
has ever seen a home crowd like this. Like this is OpTic's major, right? You know what it's like playing against OpTic when they're all screaming and the fans are going crazy. But this is like the banners are up, their logo is going to be everywhere. That room is going to be fucking green as hell. It is going to be like next level.
Green as hell.
That's going to be
Not
so
normal
green.
So
green.
much green.
Not normal
Green as
green.
hell.
Nah, green as hell.
Super green.
That's going to be like the most unreal pressure on two young guys like Pred and Sib. They've never faced pressure like this. I think it's going to be exciting. But that's why I think 3-2.
I got 3-1 OpTic, winning both hard points. But if Surge takes a hard point and forces a game 5, they win 3-2.
Oh, I like that.
I know. We don't tip that. Cap's trying to play both sides, you know?
I said I got.
He thinks Seattle's going to
like
win.
Okay, see, no, I think OpTic's going to win
I like
3-1.
But if they win,
I
if
think
takes over-
Seattle. I don't think that. I mean, you can obviously win a series, win a 2-3-5. I think that's bad recipe to try to rely on that. Not that Surge is relying on it, but that's kind of their strong suit at the moment. I think they need to win a hard point to win the series. I don't think they will, but if they do, they win the series 3-2.
Bro, Seattle Surge, for me, I mean, I'm huge fans of them. You know, I fucking love Lamar.
Love him.
You're an alum.
Sid, I am, yeah. Unfortunately, I did go to that school, unfortunately. But I team with Lamar, love him. Really like Sib. I mean, like the whole team. And they start out hot. But when I was looking back at their matches, if Lamar doesn't go Iceman for
He
both of
will.
them, for against Minnesota and who it was against Toronto, yeah.
Hit that Berlin, that ninja defense.
Where
Berlin.
it's just they could be 1-4 right now.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and so I know.
yeah,
But that's
I
part
know
of
in
their
the
growing
beginning,
pains. That's their growing pains. That's good.
It is, but like I know in the beginning, before even the kickoff qualifier, Cap would tell me because I'd ask like, how's the team looking, and he'd be like, oh, we're not looking too hot. They turned that around though, so we're glad. But he was like, Seattle's really good.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
they've
they
been
were.
really good. They look ahead of the game, and I just don't know. What are you laughing at?
Ironically, before the kickoff, our hard point looked horrible, and then since the kickoff, everyone's like, "You guys are the best hard point team in the game." I'm like, I guess,
Dude,
Okay.
I've been beating that down people's throats forever.
We
Just
were
to
looking-
Keep saying it.
yeah.
Keep saying
we were
it.
looking like we look like another 2-3-5 team. We were winning all our searches in practice going to the kickoff and losing all our hard points, and then just
It happens.
flip got scripts or script got flipped
The
somehow.
flip got
Yeah.
scripted.
Script
Yeah,
got
that
flipped
switch
somehow.
got scripted.
But my whole point is like I don't know if this is a slump or if they kind of are just regressing. Like maybe they were ahead of the game, like they had more game time.
The catch up. Yeah.
Because like they have a lot of talent, but their last 2 losses for me were bad, and they don't really have like a nice, confident win so far. So I have OpTic. I have OpTic 3-1. I think they're heating up.
I think
I
Surge
definitely-
go wild though in the low bracket though. If that happens, I think they go crazy.
Yeah, I think. I mean, OpTic's just a hard matchup for them.
I think
Yes,
other
you
teams
know.
have caught up to Surge overall. I think early in the game they were definitely way ahead of teams.
Yeah,
I think that is part of the Lamar factor. Is he has his troops in line from day one, whereas some other teams' game comes out, you're kind of not
You're
wasting
messing around.
time, but
No,
you're
yeah.
messing around more.
You're not going as
more
hard.
trial and error. Where Lamar is like, yo, we're figuring this out right now. No breaks. Like
That's why I love them. Okay,
Same.
though,
I
so
love Lamar.
we have London versus the Gorillas.
Ravens.
Ravens
Ravens.
probably 3-1, 3-2.
Yeah.
Probably London though.
I mean, it's a meme now, but no matter what happens ever in the pick'ems, I always have to pick London. Otherwise, my passport gets revoked.
Yeah, you definitely don't
a
want
lot of pressure.
Get your passport revoked.
Yeah.
I haven't had a license in years. I'm gonna be the devil's advocate. Well, that's not even the right term, but my hot take
Contrarian.
is LAG. I got
Okay.
LAG winning 3-1.
They could do that though, for sure.
And then the last winners round 1 matchup, LAT obviously versus Toronto Ultra. Like,
Really?
do y'all win 4-1 and you still? I just feel like Toronto's such a tough matchup in general for anyone.
Oh, I think Toronto's. I mean, not counting ourselves, I think Toronto's still like top 2-3 team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
agree.
mean, they're not like
You
running like
can
that in
never
the scene
count-
right
you
now.
can
I
never
think
count them
they're
out.
still one of the elite teams.
So now you said that. What's the predictions?
oh, Thieves win 3-0 still, of course.
Well, what about you, Miles? Because you at least won't be biased.
No, I
Have some
think
bias.
it just depends. Like Ultra is one of those teams. They bounce back really well.
Yeah,
like
they
look
do.
at the bounce back from what stage 5 to champs. Everyone was like, Ultra, they shit the sheets. It's done. That comeback. No one's ever going to come back from that. Yes, they did. They came back and they went finals against FaZe, and they had a good series against them. So I think Ultra's a team you can never count out ever, even though they're getting slapped up recently. This is going to be a good series. I think it could be a 3-1 Ultra, or it'll be you guys taking it in the search if the search looks pristine. But if that search ain't good, it's going to be ugly.
I got 3-1 LAT. Got to ride the high that they're on right now.
That's good. I respect that.
But look, you guys got to go because I don't know what time it is because I can't tell time. But I do know the matches are later. You got to cast. You got to go coach the squad. And that does it, guys, for the LAT pre-show. This was episode number 2. Don't forget to like,
comment,
and subscribe.
My guys, have a good one, and we'll see y'all later.